Okay, so in this lesson, we're going to be making something like this, a pig enclosure, and then maybe a monkey enclosure, or a panda enclosure, and then maybe another animal, a turtle enclosure, any animal that's a land animal, right? You can see that I've been practicing a few things here. So we're going to go through this together. What animal is that? Oh, it's a mushroom. Okay, anyway, we'll continue. So here's what we're going to be doing. We're going to continue um, on what I built today. So let me explain a few things first, right? Because this can get really complicated if we don't go through the correct steps. So I'm going to use these as maybe some sort of markers. So we have this right here, right? Now this point is a coordinate. It represents a coordinate. So we go one forward, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, there we go. We go this way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, this way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, if I've done everything correctly, it should be a square, right? What we want to do is draw a line from this place to here, to here, to here, and then back to the beginning again. How do we do that? Well, let's take a look at this one right here, because I've already done it here. Matter of fact, let's do it right here. Big ink. There we go. Oh, does it work? It should work. Let's try that again. There we go. Okay. So now you can see much more clearly, right? What I've done. Okay. Here we go. So let's say I started from right here, which is that actually was where I started from. I started from right here. Now we want to go forward. So we know that it has a thickness of 1 and it needs to go forward by 10. So, well, that's what I did, right? Look, you can see it has a thickness of 1. Right, it goes left to right only by 1 column or one block, and then it goes forward by 10. Okay, now I want to start from here, which is from 10, but it has a thickness of 1, and it goes left to right 10. So now this should be 10, 10. That's the thickness from 1, 10, which is over here. Now this is at the position 10, 10. So I want to go back now. So it should be from 10, 10 to 10, 1, I believe. Or 1, 10. And they're both either or, doesn't really matter. But you can see that we're going back on ourselves. And if this is difficult to understand, it is difficult. It's not easy. But if you had a grid system, which is in your homework, you'll understand it much better or much easier. Good. So now what we're going to do is we're going to actually copy and paste this, but we're not going to take everything. We're just going to take the last bit. There we go. Get rid of that. And then the last 4, we're going to use glass, which is right here. Glass. There we go. Oh, glass. Okay. And then glass. Where are we? Glass, glass. Okay. Glass. Let's make this bigger. There we go. And glass again. Good. Now, when I type in pig ink, oh, one more thing. These should be 1, 1. There we go. 1, 1. Like so. So make sure these are 1, 1. All the glass ones should be 1, 1. There we go. Now, if I type in pig ink, like so. There we go. Wow, look at this. You can see it makes a sort of enclosure. Now, what are we going to do inside? Well, we're going to add some trees. We're going to add some water. Let's take a look at what I've done here. And we're going to add some pigs. Okay, cool. Well, how do we do that? Okay, well, let's take a look and see. We're going to go right here. There we go. Now, you know that this is a grid system, right? So we want to put maybe a tree right here. Well, I know that this is 1, 2, 3. We go forward, 1, 2. So it should be 3 in this direction and then 1 in this direction. So it should be 3, 3, 2, 2. Let's do that. And you'll see what I mean by 3, 3, 2, 2 in a minute. Okay. So we're going to add stuff here now. There should be 3, 3, 2, 2. There should be 0, 0, 0. Sapling. There we go. Let's add acacia. There we go. Okay, let's see what's going to happen. if I type in pig enclosure, let's find a way. Wow, there's so many things in this world. Okay, let's do it over here. Okay, wow, but well, look, you can see that there's a location, but it's too much to the left, right? So let's maybe make this 3, 3. And I encourage you to use the worksheet that you're going to have. Let's do it again. Okay, wow, now it's in the right place. I also want to put 1 right here, maybe. Right, so what do? Well, I do the same thing, but this time it's going to be maybe 7, 7, 7, 7. Maybe 7, 7, 6, 6. It's your jungle. It's your enclosure. You can do what you want. Try not to make big blocks of it, though, because then that will mess up your enclosure. You can see now I have 1 here. When this is done, you can go inside and use bone meal, like so. Make these trees grow. Okay. But before you do that, I would advise you to put some water in. Well, how do you put water in? Okay, well, maybe I want water, maybe somewhere like here. Maybe that's where I want my water, right? And I advise you to make a square place where or a square area, a rectangular area where you put your water, because otherwise it'll be very difficult. Okay, so I know that this is going to be 10, so this should be 9, 8, so 8 to maybe, what, 4 to 8, and then 5 to 8 this way. Okay, so we should do, let's do it here. So we'll do 4 to 8, and then 5 to 8. And let's do -1 to 0. We'll find the water. There we go. Now this should be perfect. Ah, why? Why has that happened? Okay. This should be -1, 2. There we go. But not -1 to 0. It should be -1 to -1. There we go. Okay, wonderful. Okay, so it's done what we did, but it kind of put it in the wrong place, which is fine. We can just switch it over. How do we switch it over? Well, we just do 5, 8 here, and we'll do 4, 8 here. And I didn't do 8. There we go. Perfect. Now let's see what happens. Okay, a little bit better, but it needs to go this way a little bit. So 4 to 8. Okay, so it's going from here. This is 4. So maybe it should be from like 2 to 6, maybe, instead of 4 to 8. Okay. And again, this will make a lot more sense if you have a worksheet in front of you. I'm doing this because I've done it many times, but you should definitely get a worksheet. Okay, so it's actually gone the wrong way, which is fine. So that means we need to put it back where it was. So this should be from 4 to 8. And then this should be from like 2 to 5, maybe. Let's do that. Let's see what happens. Okay, I think this should be it. You can see I'm doing it many times, right? Even I need to do it a lot of times to fully get it. There we go. This is close enough. I'm kind of happy with this now. Okay, great. Well, what do we need now? Well, we need pigs. So we're going to go inside, put a few pigs in. But we're going to do it with code. How do we do it with code? Super easy. We're going to go to mobs. We're going to say spawn animal at, and we're going to find the place to spawn animal. I would just do it in the middle. So I would just say like 5, 5. And maybe you can loop this like 4 times. Super simple. There we go. So I've got lots of chickens inside. Okay, which is fine. If you want chickens too, that's okay too. You can put chickens inside. Looks like they're having a good time inside the water. Are they ducks or chickens? I think they're chickens. Okay, now we can go inside and we can put in our trees. Okay, so that's your first enclosure done. It's going to take a bit of time. It's not easy, right? And I want you to do this for 3 different enclosures. One for 3 different land animals. You can see there's a range of land animals. We do cows, pigs, we do sheep, wolves, so interesting, horses, donkeys, and I encourage you to use your imagination and try to think about what these animals might like. That'd be really good. But as you're working through this, you should be using the worksheet, as I've mentioned several times. So I'm going to show you what the worksheet is like right now, and that will help you so much if you use the worksheet. So yes, have a wonderful, wonderful day, and I'll see all of you very soon. Goodbye.